Hi everyone, welcome to Learn and Build Web Application using ASP.NET MVC and Code First Entity Framework video series. From this Lab 14 video onwards, we're gonna see a more of a practical session. That is, we're gonna create a simple project using ASP.NET MVC and Code First Entity Framework approach, and we shall apply most of the concepts which is present in MVC and build a simple web application using ASP.NET MVC and Code First Entity Framework approach. Okay, so now let's start with learn and now let's start to learn and build web application using ASP.NET MVC and Code First approach. Okay, so in this Lab 14 video, we're gonna see about how to create and set up a MVC project and how to install the entity framework and how to create a DB context class which plays a role like connection objects between the database and the link queue object. And also we're going to see how to enable code migration approach using some commands, and also how to create a database automatically using a code migration approach. So these are all the topics that we're going to see in this Lab 14 video. Okay, now let's open up a Visual Studio and create a new project. Let us select ASP.NET MVC4 web application and give name of the application. Let's give DNS University. Okay, so let's click on OK. And here you can see we have to select the template. There are many templates present. So if you let's go with the internet application, because most of the initial setup requirements will be done for us if we select the internet application. And coming to empty application, where we ourselves need to set up the requirements in order to start up the project. Okay, so this coming to this web API is when we're gonna use web API, so then we can select this web API template, and this is a mobile application template, and this is intranet application. If we want to develop intranet application, then we can select intranet application. Okay, so now let's select internet application. So some of the initial setup requirements will be already done for us, and the engine, let's select the razor view engine. Currently no need to select unit testing for keeping it simple. Okay, click on OK. Okay, so here you can see that solution file got generated. In this project, if you see in this DNS project, you can see some of the folders which got generated. So mainly if you see in MVC application, there are three main modules. We can say controller, views and models. These are three main modules which is required. And also since we have selected this internet template, some of the initial requirements for starting up the project has been done for us. For example, you can see, you can go to the shared folder and you can see a layout.cshtml, which is a master page which is already created for us. Okay, so and also if you see some of the initial setup requirements has been done for us, like if you go to global.asx and see, you can see here like there are some global filters. Okay, so handle error global filters. Similarly, also you can see certain bundling concept, bundling configuration has been done. You can see here bundling configuration is also done, and some of the JavaScripts and that is jQuery, and some of the CSS is also been bundled, and these things which is rendered in the layout.cshtml page. Okay, so let us run the application and see how it looks. Okay, so here you can see since we have selected the internet template, some of the basic pages has been created for us, like home page, and about page. Okay, so some of the basic pages has been created, and okay, so let me close this, and now let us see how can we install entity framework. Okay, so now let's install entity framework. There are two approaches, there are two ways where we can install entity framework. One way is using NuGet package manager console. Okay, so right click on references and click on NuGet, and here you can search for entity framework. Entity framework. So here you can see entity framework. Okay, actually here you can see that entity framework 5 is already been installed. Since I'm using ASP.NET MVC for web application, I will be using entity framework 5.0 itself. Okay, and the second way is using package manager. Okay, let's go to library package manager console, and here you have to provide one command, that is install package entity framework. Entity framework, we have to provide version, which version we have to install, and we gonna use 5.0.0.0. Okay, so you can see here actually entity framework 5.0 is already installed. Okay, now let us create a DB context class. Okay, so what this DB context class does is it plays a role of abstraction, or it plays a communication object between the database and the link object. Okay, so let us create a separate folder for creating a DB context class. I'm creating one folder, giving it as DB context. Okay, so inside this folder, let us create a DB context class. Let us give the name of the class DNS context. Okay, let me add it. So here you can see the DB context got created, class got created. For this, what we have to do is we have to inherit with DB context class. Sorry, not this way. Okay, so I guess C should be capital. Okay, click Control dot. Okay, so you have to use using system dot data dot entity namespace. Okay, so we have created a context class. So what this DB context class does is it plays a role of abstraction, or it plays a communication object between the database object and the link object. Okay, so now let's open web.config, and let's do certain modification in the connection string. Okay, so here in the connection string we will be using local database. Okay, we shall be using local database, and initial catalog, which will be the name of the database which we need to provide it. Okay, let us give DNS University, and integrated security is equal to SSPI. This is fine. No need to attach it as a DB file name. We will be using directly the SQL Server database, and provider name is equal to system.data.sql client. Okay, so on top of this, what we have to do is we have to provide the connection string name. Okay, so here let us provide the same name as a DNS context which we have created. So this will act like an alias name of the database from the application side. Okay, So okay, now next step is we have to enable migrations, that is code migrations. And after enabling this code migrations, we have to let us see how the database will be created automatically using this entity framework code migration approach. Okay, so first we shall enable the migrations. For that, we have to provide one command called as enable migrations, and along with this, I have to specify the context type name, context type name. So we will be providing the DNS context. So for this is the context to this is the context where we have to enable code migrations. This DNS context is actually alias name of the database, which will be used in the from the application side. So let me click on enter. So this should enable the migrations. So you can see that the one migration folder which got generated automatically. So it says that code first migrations got enabled to this project DNS University. So our next step, let us see how the database will be automatically created with the help of entity framework code migration. Okay, so first let us move into the let us see open this SQL server and see there is no DNS University database which is present. Okay, so you can refresh and see there is no DNS University database is present currently. Okay, now what I will do is I will add I will provide one command add migration. Okay, and I will give the name as initial setup. Okay, I'll click on enter. So now what actually it does is it will establish a connection to the database, and the database will be generated in the database. That is, database will get created in the database, and the database name will be this DNS University, which is provided in the web.config. And from the application point of view, DNS context will be the alias name for this for this DNS University database. Okay, so now let's go to the SQL server and refresh the page and see. Now here you can see that okay, still you are not able to see this database, DNS University database. The reason behind this, after doing this add migration, we have to update this database. Okay, so for this we have to use this command update database. Click on enter. So now you can see this the code based migration is been applied right now, so that changes will be taken place from the SQL server side also. Now if you refresh and see, you will be able to see the database. Okay, so DNS University database has been created, and there is this is the one. Okay, this is about lab 14 video. So in this lab 14 video, we have seen all these concepts like creating and setting a MVC project, and we have also seen how to install entity framework using NuGet package manager console. And also we have created a DB context and using and also enabled migrations, code migrations, and using code migration approach, we have created a database automatically. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please do subscribe to my channel for watching more videos. Thank you.